Hi, I'm Andy from Performance Parts, and today we're going to talk about K&N filters. K&N are market leaders in the filtration sector of the automotive industry. The company was started 50 years ago by two guys from California, Ken Johnson and Norm MacDonald. They were dirt track racers and they were looking for ways of filtering out the dirt and the dust that entered the induction system of their race bikes, and they came up with their own solution. Ken and Norm, K&N. First, let's look at the kind of air filter that you get in your motorcycle as standard. This is an original equipment air filter. It's made of an ABS, hard ABS plastic frame containing a paper element. Now, the paper element is pleated, and that gives 5 times the surface area over the standard size. The paper element is designed to catch particles larger than the holes in the paper itself, and that to a degree does restrict airflow because the holes in the paper are quite small. The problem with an OEM filter is it can be quite restrictive. That's always going to be a compromise, airflow versus filtration. They are perfectly good though, obviously the manufacturers wouldn't use them if they weren't. The problem with them is they do clog up over time, and when they're completely clogged up, then you do have to change them and just throw them away. Let's talk about K&N aftermarket air filters for motorcycles. K&N filters are made from a flexible PU polyurethane frame. The idea is to coat the frame with grease, and then when it sits into the airbox, it creates an airtight seal with the airbox lid. The filtration material itself, rather than being paper like an OEM air filter, is made from layers of cotton gauze. It's cotton gauze very similar to the kind you would find in a common or garden bandage. The holes in the cotton gauze are larger than the holes in paper, therefore allowing more airflow. The cotton gauze is held securely in place by a steel mesh which is epoxy coated to stop it rusting. When you look through the cotton gauze, you can see that the holes are quite large. How K&N achieve their filtration is to overlay the cotton gauze to give it more filtration capability. In addition, the little tiny fibres that are natural with cotton are soaked in oil, and the oil with K&N is red, and that's what gives K&N its famous red colour. When the engine is running in the high pressure airbox, these little fibres begin to vibrate and move, and if you like, they're moving around catching even the smallest of particles. And this is how K&N achieves high flow but without sacrificing filtration. We've established that K&N air filters will flow more air than an OEM air filter, but what does this mean? In a nutshell, more air, more fuel, more power. It's a question we often get asked by end users: will fitting a K&N air filter upset the fueling of my motorcycle? The answer to that is it won't, providing you're not making any other changes at the same time. K&N will flow more air than standard, but not so much that it will upset the fueling of the motorcycle. Most modern fuel injection systems are capable of making small adjustments, and therefore it's quite safe to fit K&N air filter to a standard motorcycle. The exception to this is K&N's race filters, which we also offer at Performance Parts. These contain a lot less cotton gauze than the standard road-going air filters and probably will upset the fueling of a motorcycle, but as they're designed for a race motorcycle, which is probably going to be refueled anyway, this won't matter. Don't worry though, these are clearly marked which is which on our website. We've talked about the horsepower benefit of fitting a K&N. Now let's talk about the other benefit, and that's longevity. We talked earlier about how a paper air filter gets clogged, and when it does, you literally just throw it away. Now a K&N, that's designed to be reusable. When K&N's oil impregnated cotton gauze gets clogged, you simply remove the air filter from the airbox, spray it with K&N's Power Clean or any other solvent cleaner, run it under the tap to flush out all the particles, let it dry naturally, re-oil it with K&N's oil, and refit it into the airbox. Now K&N warranty their products for 1,000,000 miles, so you know this air filter is going to last the lifetime of your bike. K&N's Power Clean and air filter oil are available separately at Performance Parts, and also available as a complete kit, which we call a recharger kit. Also, the air filter grease that we talked about earlier for sealing the airbox lid, that's available too. K&N do a range of aftermarket oil filters which contain a similar medium to an OEM oil filter, but with a better flow rate. The canisters are available either in chrome or in black, and have a hex head on top for easy removal and dismantling, and are pre-drilled for lock wire, which is a prerequisite for racing motorcycles. Thanks very much for watching. Just as a reminder, everything we've talked about today is available on the Performance Parts website. You can find what's relevant for your motorcycle by using our bike selector. Thanks very much.